Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. It's a short video today. I've got to water everything out here. I was going to split it between today and tomorrow, but I've decided to get all the pots watered today, leaving the cooler, shadier ones tomorrow because I want to put something different in the feed. Now I say feed, guess what they're getting today? Cow mag and seaweed. And that's all they're getting, and a suitable pH to get that calcium and magnesium in there. It's just basically the calcium is immobile, and I've been alternating on the pots between adding calcium nitrate, then next time calcium magnesium, CalMag, then calcium nitrate. They haven't exactly had a flush for a while now. Now, some people don't bother flushing. I still like to do it now and again. So I'm treating this as a semi-flush run because it hasn't got any real feed in it. There is a small amount of nitrogen in there, but calcium and magnesium are not exactly a food as such. They are essential nutrients, yes, but not a feed. So this is like a flush run, and with the concentration of calcium and magnesium in there, that should get a reasonable dose into the plants without the competition from the other nutrients. So that's all the plants have got to do, is just get that in there. I've got one new bloom to show you. This is the Brassia Vericosa variety Sea Breeze, on a plant that was basically supposed to be growing on and not necessarily blooming. This is a pot full of little plants, basically divisions to grow on, some of which are doing okay, some aren't doing so well, but they all have new growths, so they should pull on. Yes, so these blooms are typical spidery nonsense, as I like to call it, but look at the weak spike. I've seen these at Burnham's on their specimen plants, over a metre long with 20 blooms on, and the blooms are twice as big as these. So this is not a good spike. This is not a typical example of what these blooms should look like. And this spike has half failed. Yeah, you can see that the end of the spike has just wilted. And a lot of that is because the plant just isn't really strong enough. I shouldn't have let it bloom, but I thought we'll get the blooms out and then we'll push the plant that produced the blooms on afterwards. But I'll see if I can get in quite close so that you can see the patterning, because it is quite nice. Very neutral colours on these. You're looking at a creamy greeny colour with a white lip, and if I can come in at an angle you might be able to see the spots on the lip are not spots, they're like warts. They're raised bumps, so they're not patterning spots. However, the spots on the petals and sepals are actual spots, the brown spots on the creamy green. But on the lip they are little warty nodules. Anyway, so that's it for today. I'm not sure what I'll be doing for the rest of the week. I'm out for part of Saturday to go and collect my passes for the show on Sunday. Lynn has been up there with the setup team and up there for judging, and there are some pictures around. You might not be able to get at them. If you go to the Wessex Orchid Society's webpage, there are some pictures. Not of the whole thing as such, but there are some pictures. Yes, you can see the display that we are part of, because it's not all our display. There are other societies involved. It's a sort of joint effort, but it's there. And Lynn has got the passes and everything, and some instructions for me and Hannah. We've got to go to the exhibitors area, and we have to have high-vis jackets on to enter the area. Now this has been well thought through, hasn't it? So we've got to have them on in the car. Well, I'm not prepared to wear a high-vis jacket while I'm driving. So I will. They've got to give us wristbands, so we're going to have to stop anyway at the barrier, and I will get out and put mine on and get back in the car. And then how do we get from the car to the hall? We have to have our high-vis jackets on to be able to walk to the hall, which means we've got them with us. Well, where are we supposed to put them? I'm not wearing a high-vis jacket while I'm looking around the show. It's just not thought through. It's just health and safety gone mad. You know, I can understand it while people are setting up and breaking down, because there'll be trolleys and vehicles backing up and all that sort of stuff. That's fair enough, but not during the day. Anyway, so that's what's got to happen. And yes, Lynn is confident that all the plants will go in the car, no problem, so there's no giants there. I've had a look at the pictures, I'd agree. So yeah, I'm off on Saturday to pick up our passes and the high-vis jackets, and then I'll be setting off early on Sunday to pick Hannah up. But, I've worked out how I can do my tablets on Sunday. I normally take them after breakfast, so around 8 o'clock. And that's a good time to remind me to do the ones in the evening, which are easily forgotten. But I feed Mojo between 8 o'clock and 8:30. So when I go out to feed Mojo, I take my other 2 tablets. Now I'm picking Hannah up at 8 o'clock. So if I take my tablets with me, I can take them at the same time I normally do. And then sometime between 8 and 9 o'clock, we'll get back to Hannah's. And I can take the other 2 then, before I set off to do the last bit of the journey. So I'll be carrying them with me. And flipping nuisance, but has to be done, I suppose. Yes, so that's your lot for today. And in future, this plant here will not be allowed to produce a cane sticking out sideways like this. On our display, this plant would have been classed as too big, because it would have encroached on the shelf above. So despite, you know, looking pretty spectacular here, it would have been rejected for the particular show in question. It's just it would have been too tall. So anyway, so that's that. And yeah, I think we'll leave it at that for today. As I say, I've got to water everything, and I'm starting late. It's what is it? It's gone 11 o'clock. So I'll be carrying on after lunch. I won't get everything done before lunch. So a big watering day today, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.